Alright, coming at you with a little bit of a smaller pickup video. It's been pretty dry around here as of late because just, I don't know. Garage sales have been like nothingness, and the flea market is always just the same people every week, it seems, and then you'll get lucky and you'll see some people that are actually just average people set up. But I mean, it always seems to be just the same people, the exact same spots. It's like going to the same place. I mean, the exact same thing, and looking at the same stuff. Like, I literally can identify if a booth is worth looking at because have I seen these things a million times. My favorite is a copy of BMX XXX for the PS2. A guy has $50 on it, and another PS2 game that's not very good. And he said, "But it's half off." And he said and he's had these two games for years. Probably 3 years. He said, as soon as I dropped them down to half off, they all went except these two. And I don't know what this guy is even talking about, because he has had these two games for forever. Like, literally forever. He has had them over 3 years, and it's just been those two, so I don't know what he's talking about. This guy's weird. I guess I'll start off with some flea market stuff. I've gone. It's been pretty dry. But I did get this, and this is pretty cool. So, this is another great story of really weird people at the flea market. Going up, see a big stack of Nintendo games, and this game on the bottom of the stack, which I can instantly tell what it is because of it's an off-brand cart. So it's Bible Adventures, the Wisdom Tree, like baby blue cartridge game. It's a terrible game, absolutely awful. But it's not very common, and it's, you know, decent money, but I don't care about that. I don't have any off-brand games at the moment. So I thought this would be cool, and this is not a very common game you run into every day. So I asked, how much are your Nintendo games? And he says, $5, except this one on the top. And he points to a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just the LJN game. The average Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like a $5, very common game, he says. So this guy tells me, like, this guy's straight face, this guy's not kidding. Yeah, I see this one going for $200 online, so this one's $100. And, like, I'm honestly there, and I go, like, I try to contain it, but I don't. And I don't think this guy caught that I think he's, you know, completely giving me crap. That's not even close to what it goes for. This guy had to have seen a VGA-graded copy of it, like, or a sealed copy. Like, this guy's going down eBay or something, or I bet he went on Amazon, but I mean, this guy's going down eBay, like, looking at different things, and like looking up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, ignoring all the sold listings that are going like for $5, and either sees a non-complete listing that's going for like $200, or he sees a VGA graded or whatever. You know, it's not, the game's worth like $5. Oh, excuse me. The game's worth like $5. I paid less than $3 for my copy. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. But this guy doesn't notice that Bible Adventures is like a $10+ game. I don't. He had some other not really noteworthy stuff like Top Gun, maybe, To the Earth. But I don't even know. As well as I just buck a piece for these Game Gear games. So I thought, why not? Indiana Jones, Sonic, the original Sonic, not Sonic 2 that came with the game, like a bunch of Game Gears, because that game's horrible, and Shinobi. So I thought a piece on that's not bad. Some random guy there. So that's all for flea market finds, I believe. Yeah. Next up, I want to show off some Goodwill stuff, I guess. I got did decently well with Goodwill stuff, despite the fact that it has not been so great. I don't know, it's been nothing. I haven't been going that much either, because I don't know, I don't, it's just, I don't care about Goodwill. It's usually overpriced and terrible, but I was shocked to see all these for $2 a piece. Card-only Genesis Batman Adventures of Batman and Robin, not in the best of shape. Some label damage down here and, you know, up there, but still, not a bad game to have. Complete in box Sonic 3D Blast. You know, it's alright shape. I don't like cardboard boxes for Genesis, but oh well. X-Men, these all have their manual, except the card-only one. And Aladdin, the far inferior version to the Super Nintendo version. I don't care if it has a sword, the Super Nintendo version is better. And then this was at a different Goodwill, but it was still $2 as well. Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasure. So it's always good to get new Genesis stuff because I think having a bunch of them lined up look really cool. So that's it for that. This was a eBay purchase over here. This was a lot. It was just a buy it now for $15. So I thought that's not bad. They're in like mint condition, like they were just taken out of the shrink wrap and then no one played them. Star Ocean Till the End of Time. I mean, he still has this seal. I mean, it's broken, but I mean it's still there. And Final Fantasy 12. So this was $15 free shipping for the pair, and I couldn't turn that down because I didn't have either of them, and I wanted to get both of them, and that's a pretty good deal. So this was a purchase on Amazon just to pretty much get free shipping because this was I think like $6 or $8 or something like that. The Capcom Character Encyclopedia. I'm a big Capcom fan. They're one of my, I think under Nintendo, they're like my favorite developer or publisher more. Capcom has some really great stuff. I like this artwork a lot with a bunch of the characters. But yeah, I kind of skimmed through it because there's a lot of characters I don't really care about. There's a lot of Street Fighter characters, and Street Fighter's not really my thing, so I kind of skipped over those. But it's interesting to kind of flip through, and it's a really nice hardcover book, so that's cool. All right, here's some garage sale stuff. This is the only stuff I have in terms of garage sailing because it's been slow. It's been really bad. I don't know. Everything's been like just dead around here. So I walk up to this sale. It's a bunch of crap or something. I see a box and it says $15 on it, and I look inside and I see this here. This 2600. This is the Vader, I believe it's called, because it's not the wood grain one. So it's the 2600. I'm not too interested in a 2600, to be completely honest. But I see this and this in the box as well. They're not in the greatest of shape. They're very yellow, both of them. It doesn't really show up on camera that well. And this is kind of worn off. You can see these buttons are really yellow, but other than that, the guy said, "Oh, I'll take 10 for it." Like all three, that's a no-brainer. So, this is also really great. In the box, there was a copy of Mario 3, which I want to talk about real quick. Let me get. This is really bad. Let me get this. This is not my copy of Mario 3. I mean, this is my copy of Mario 3. So, this copy of Mario 3 literally has this part down here, like, completely taken off. The contexts are just, like, completely exposed, and this part's just completely taken off. How it got like that, don't ask me, but it was taken off, like, perfectly, too. So, I don't know, they, like, sawed it off or something. These people were a little odd, and I don't think they were the brightest, but something happened. So, I showed my dad, and of course, he's interested in this stuff too. So, what he did is he got just a donor card. It was like MLB or something, and he opened this up, heated the cart from the inside, and peeled the label off. And then he just peeled the label off the MLB card or whatever. He peels the label off, puts the board into that cartridge, and then puts the Mario 3 label, and it looks pretty much as good as this. It looks like it was always a Mario 3 cartridge, but that's pretty cool. And they also had I don't know, I should have brought that Mario 3 cartridge down to show what it looks like, but it looks pretty much just like mine. It's crazy. It also had some like sports game or some NES sports game in it. And there was another game, I can't even remember what it was. The games were not the highlight of that, it was the systems more than anything and the price. But, it had some sports games. And it said on the games, there was 3 games in there, and it had a sticker on the games that said $1 each. or all 4 for 10. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because there's only 3 games in there that maybe someone bought one of the games for $1 each earlier. I don't know, but 4 for 10. If they're $1 each, but 4 for 10, that doesn't work out. That doesn't even make sense. So, I mean, these people don't know if they were exactly the brightest, but I'm glad to get all that stuff for $10. Find a home for these Nintendos. What I did actually was, I heard a trick. The broken one actually ended up working. I just had to play with it a little bit, but the other one turned on like right immediately. But so neither of them were actually broken. I haven't tested Atari yet, so I don't know. But so what I did was the one that they said was broken, because you could still jiggle it around to get it. Is I heard that if you boil some water and then put just the contacts, like you have to take everything out and just take the contact and put it in the boiling water. Look it up online. It's like you have to put it in the water for 5 minutes. Then once the 5 minutes is over, you take the cartridge, jam it in there like 20 times, like just any cartridge, jam it in there 20 times so it gets a shape, and then put it back in for another 5 minutes in the water. And yeah, I'm probably missing some steps or something, so you got to look this up, because this actually helps. So there's no more, you have to take the cartridge and kind of wiggle it around until you find the sweet spot and then hit reset after it works a certain amount of times. No more of that. It just almost perks pretty much immediately. So that's really nice. I would definitely recommend doing that. I found this at a GameStop. This was like $2. I have the first Trauma Center game. I didn't finish it or anything, but when I played of it, I enjoyed it. So I thought, why not get this? It's like $2. Another one for my pretty decently sized Wii collection, as well as so I went to the pawn shop, and this was pretty cool. There's some good stuff in here, and I'm sorry, these are my personal copies, because a little after I got home, I just listed them on eBay. These 3 games that I sold, and they all sold within like 6 hours. It was crazy. So I got here Mario 3D Land. So these are all my copies just for visual aid. Mario 3D Land. These are all card only too. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and Pokemon X and Y. I think that one was Y. I don't remember which one. No, it was X. It was X, but I didn't care about keeping it because Y is the same game and didn't have a case. So oh well. They were all $5 a piece, and this was really good because I really needed money to buy what I'm going to show you next. I needed some money to do this, and this was a great way. Oh, but before I show you, there was another game in here that was also $5. Card-only copy of Mario Kart DS. I had the case that I bought for $1. If you watched one of my first videos, it's me going to a thing called Gamers Con, and so the case was $1, and it had the manual and everything. So now I have a complete copy of Mario Kart DS, really nice shape, and it only ended up pretty much being $6. So that's pretty cool. So what this helped out with the 3 games that I found. It helped with me purchasing this, and there should already be a video on my channel by now of an unboxing of this, but it is the Mario and Luigi Dream Team 3DS XL. GameStop had this on sale. They were trying to get rid of it because they don't even print this XL anymore. This was brand new, and they don't print this anymore. Nintendo doesn't. So instead of this being $200, or I think over $200 since it has a game pre-installed, this was only $180. So I thought, that is a fantastic price for this. I'm gonna do it. So I went for it. I picked this up, and it's really nice. I noticed because my other 3DS XL, I don't know how to explain it without having a system, but I explained it in my unboxing video that should be out when I have this out. What had happened is when I closed the top lid and would put it in my jeans pocket when I went to MagFest, the screen at the bottom, since they're not exactly even, it would scratch the top screen, because the little edge of the bottom screen would scratch the top screen because the bottom screen's a little bit smaller, and it was literally putting the worst scuffs on my 3DS, and it was driving me absolutely crazy because the screen looked like crap. So I was like, all right, I want to get a limited edition because I just had the regular blue. I wanted to get a limited edition system. I was going to get the Zelda one, but I can't find that thing anywhere anymore, and it's expensive, and no one seems to have this one. I don't know why, but this one's cool, and I didn't really care for the gold inside. I'd rather just have the black inside. So this one's really nice. Glad I got it. And as I was going away from the GameStop, of course I had to hit up the dumpster and found a Rocksmith. But what's funny is this has the game in it. They just threw away a copy of Rocksmith. What I've heard is that GameStop doesn't take Rocksmith stuff, not even the new game. But like, what the heck? Why would they just throw away a perfectly fine copy of Rocksmith? Like, this disc is in near mint condition. This had a receipt in it that said they paid $80 in like 2011 for it, which I would assume they got the cable and stuff with it too. But I don't know why they would throw away a copy of Rocksmith. Wish it was a newer version, because I already have Rocksmith for the PS3. But I can play the 360 one because the cable is just a USB cable. So, that's all for this pickup video. I'd like to thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, because it helps the video get a little bit more get out there more, and helps the channel a lot more than a lot of people think. And leave a comment of what you've been getting. And if you have a 3DS or XL, what edition do you have? That's my question of the video as well. Or any kind of like special edition system that you're proud of. What do you have? Because I think special edition systems are pretty cool. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.